Howdy y'all, welcome back to Everything Bullpup. We're out in the desert today and we're gonna be talking charging handle. The stock one versus the Manticore Arms Switchback. If the stock one comes out of battery, will it still fire? Will it not fire? What'll happen? And if the Switchback is worth the $100 that they charge for it. Welcome back to Everything Bullpup. I do have my Glock 47 on me. It is clear, and the X95 is also clear. So we are completely safe out here today. So the stock charging handle from IWI, it has this little handle here, right? Now what happens is, 12 Spies did a great video on this. This is what made me decide to get the Manticore Arms Switchback anyway, is that if you do this, it cams out and it comes out of battery. Right, you can see it comes out of battery, and then you can charge it like normal. Now when you flip it forward, it comes forward and back in the spot, but then you cam it away again and it comes out. You can see that it can stick there, right? Just like that. And that's what the Switchback supposedly gets rid of. But I'm curious about, will that actually happen? So we're gonna try that out and see if the stock charging handle will knock out a battery and what will happen when it fires or not. Everybody ready? Okay, so we have rounds. They're in. Range is hot. We're gonna fire a round just to see. Yep, there we go. Put it back on safe. Now, round is in, and so we're just gonna cam it out of battery. Oh, dear God. Nope, it sure don't. Okay, we put it back in spot. We have a round in. Sure do. Okay, we can put the charging handle forward. See what happens? Nothing. Safe. We're back. We let it go forward. There we go. Okay, so I think it's confirmed. So that can be a problem. If you're rocking with the stock charging handle and you knock it out of battery, it won't fire. There's no forward assist on this, so you have to lose a round. Say you're playing around, you're war fighting, or you're competing like I want to do, and you knock it out of battery by running around or whatever, you have to expend a round to lose time. So that's not good. We don't want that. So now, let's do some surgery on the weapon. Let's put the Switchback in, and then we'll go and then we'll see what the comparison is right there, right? Because like as you're walking around and stuff, this can hit things. You can snag it, you can hit it on something. Look at that. I just knocked it right out of battery, just like that. So we don't like that. We don't want that, right? Let's put the Switchback on and we'll see whether it's worth our hard-earned dollars. I spent $100 on the Switchback, which is kind of a lot, but not a whole lot. So yeah, I'm excited to see what the Switchback does. Where's my round go? All right, so I honestly wasn't gonna video this because I've already done this walkthrough before about how to kind of take this all apart, but you know, why not? So, our Tavor tool always comes in handy. I'm gonna take off this little guy right here. We already got the RX Arms pistol grip off. I'm gonna take this guy off. This little bitty dude right here. And this is the bolt that is right next to the big interchangeable one right there, right? And then once you do that, your foregrip is gonna come right off. Just like that. I like having the grip pot on there because it makes it nice. This little grommet is on there. You got your hammerhead. Now, for the charging handle, I have found it's easy to take that, I have this charging port cover from Hawks. We'll take that off real quick. It's nice. The hammerhead then slides to the other side. Charging handle comes out. And then the Manticore Arms Switchback will go in right there. Right? Weapon is charged. It's clear. All right, now it is time for our RX Arms pistol grip. I'm a huge fan of that, as I keep saying over and over again. Get your hot ass in there. There you go. 3/16. And this will be it for the surgery we will now have a Manticore Arms Switchback charging handle. Well, it's a different day. There's a lot more vegetation. Let's just say technical difficulties, right? I want to put my sling back on, and we're going to do a little bit of walking around and just feeling around with it and seeing if we like it or not. So, our sling, obviously. And it's a new day, so we're going to show it is clear, right? So with the old one, remember the problems were if we took it out of battery, it wouldn't shoot, right? This thing, it's much more nice, tucked up to the weapon. You can see how much nicer it is and how it flips. And so if we rack it, it goes right back to where it's supposed to go, right? It doesn't just stick out like a sore thumb. Super nice, works. Right off the bat, when you sling it, you can tell it doesn't get caught nearly as bad as the stock one, right? So if you're walking around or if you have this nice and loose, it's gonna not get caught on things nearly as much. Okay, so in our gun bag, right? And we put that back over. Now, honestly, the biggest problem is the GoPro mount on the one side, but before this stuck out and it would kind of get caught up in the bag. And with the Manticore Arms, it's another nice part where it's nice and slick. So obviously before, with the stock charging handle, the problem was, which is kind of a design feature with it, when you have the mechanical leverage, right, where it cams out. This does not have that, the Manticore Arms. It just flips out kind of spring-loaded style, right? Moves a little bit. I don't find that's much of a big deal. But the nice part with the Manticore Arms is that it won't come out of battery. Like, you can force it to come out of battery like that. That's essentially the same thing, but just by pulling the handle out, it won't do that. So pro con, you can kind of decide what you think about that. I'm not even gonna light off any rounds with it today with the switchback because you really don't need to. The pluses and minuses are pretty much self-explanatory. With the stock charging handle, if you do have a round stuck in the chamber, you can use that cam and kind of force the casing to come out of the chamber. But if you do that, and if you accidentally knock it on something, right? Or if you knock it on your clothes or whatever, you're gonna have an issue where it's out of battery. Versus this, it doesn't do that, right? You actually you have to get it out of battery on purpose for it to do that. It won't just catch and do it on its own. But I think for what it is, it does a really good job. Kind of changed the look too, but it's a high quality product by Manticore Arms and I like it a lot. So I would say this one is worth it. I think it's worth the money and it's a super easy install. It changes what you can do or not do. Now, also when you're gripping it, like I like to grip with my bipod here, when you shoulder it, I just go right over the top of the thumb and it's not in the way or anything. I like it a lot. And when you go to rack it, I mean, look at that. It's just so nice and natural to do that, to grab it and then you can charge it or safe it, whatever you need to do. I think it's worth it. Gets my seal of approval for what that's worth. I appreciate everybody watching. I apologize for the length between videos. If you like what we're doing out here, if you like the Bullpup centered content, shoot me a like and subscribe. I appreciate it. Slowly but surely, we're kind of building the channel up and hopefully we can get to getting more weapon platforms out here and having a little bit more fun and comparing the different Bullpups against each other. But in any case, I appreciate it. Thank you for watching and we'll catch you next time.